Bam to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis. Also, American entrepreneur and investor Tom Lee predicts Bitcoin can surge as high as $150,000 this year by the end of 2024. Send it. We'll also be discussing Michael Saylor, the Giga Chad, to forever buy Bitcoin. He says there is no reason to sell the winner. Preach. We'll also be discussing Ethereum hitting a price target of $3,000 for the first time since 2022 and where it's likely heading next. We'll also be sharing VanEck's Bitcoin ETF notches 1,400% in daily trading volume increase as Bitcoin ETFs continue on their domination streak. We'll also be discussing a rational Bitcoin price prediction for this cycle of 180,000 per coin, according to a trader who called the May 2021 Bitcoin collapse. We'll also be discussing a super cycle of technology and money printing can create the biggest crypto bull market in history, according to Arthur Hayes, the former BitMEX co-founder. In fact, I'll also be breaking down his $1 million Bitcoin price prediction. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. What it do? Pump it up. Good morning, family. Good to see the fam. Let me know who is here with us live. Shout out K-Jam, Jennifer, McLovin. Now I finally get the reference. I was watching a clip from the movie. I don't even know the name of the movie with the kids, and he gets the fake ID, and he gets the name McLovin with the Hawaii ID, hence even your photo in there. So now I get the reference. It took me a while. OG Backroad Crypto Bootleg, what it do? And hilarious movie, by the way. Yeah, we're early today, Squirrel Bait. The early squirrel gets the nut, as they say. Bring facts in the building. Let me know if the stream is loud, clear, and smooth, family. We've had extreme volatility as predicted. Yesterday, we tapped 53, back down to in the 50s to 51, back to 52, 52.5, now back to 51. Crazy. John Matrix, welcome, family. Stack them biddies. You already know. McLovin. Don't pump it up. We need more cheap sats. You wish. Pump it up. K-Jam, what it do, broski? Mic check, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Mr. Mac Cool. Welcome to the stream, family. Shout out Pharrell, Ferris, Fox, Jack Robinson, Tyler Campbell. The chat is loud and clear. That's what's up. Rep, welcome from Utah. What's good, fam? Ed Vergara, 44. I don't know about all that. I'm more optimistic. We're only 55 days away from the halving. So I think we're more likely to tap 54 here than 44. What do you guys think? Today is a sound pullback as Bitcoin needs some relaxation to load for the spring. The looks like the super athlete needs to relax, and so does our baby, says Steven Heifer. Welcome, family. Word up from the Utah. Where's the Bitcoin at? You already know, Nuck. What it do, brother? Josh Decker in the building, loud and clear. Good to note. Pump the likes, family, to pump the stream. I know we're streaming early today. We'll be streaming early tomorrow. We'll be streaming early on Friday. And so it's going to be an early week. Bitcoin is unstoppable. Keep stacking them sats. Welcome, WCB. What it do? Bollinger Bands. Oh, the Bollinger Bands are squeezing to the upside. Good to note, K-Jam. Beautiful day to buy Bitcoin. I've never seen a bad day to buy Bitcoin. Every day is a beautiful day to buy Bitcoin, right? What do you guys think? Pump it up. 100% with that.
Look, pump it up if your game went long. When the dip hit, you just stay like King Kong.
You got more than 5 sats in your bag, then let's get it on. Shout out Squirrel Bait. Just gifted 5 memberships to the channel to Buddy Mac, Mark Anthony, James Obleton, Erico, and Pro Bitcoin 10. You've all been hooked up with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel, so cheers, family. And thank you so much, Squirrel Bait, for supporting the movement and supporting us. British Hodl had a good point that the e-tests haven't even had a chance to sell yet. Gonna go to the moon. Good point, Tyler Campbell. Shout out British Hodl. Smash the like, says Rodolfo Perez. Greatly appreciate that. Welcome, Jennifer. Good to see you. How you been? Long time no see. less than 24 hours. Kombucha, yeah, we got a different brand. Costco slipping. They didn't have my home brand. So to the Health Aid kombucha, it's a little higher in sugar to keep it 100. Not my favorite, but nonetheless better than just sipping water all day. So I'm trying to gain weight, by the way, so sugar is probably not the worst thing. Passion fruit, tangerine, bubbly probiotic tea for a happy gut. This sugar content, it's 15 grams of sugar, but they also have 12 grams of added sugar, so there's a total of 24 grams. The other brand has half the amount of sugar, so I missed the hum brand. And I actually like the other brand better to keep it 100. I went to school with a Julie Key. Nice. Good stuff, says Julie. Oh, nice. I see Largo. Is that Pinellas County? I was living in Clearwater before relocating to Puerto Rico, so that's pretty cool. Tired today, JV? Let's get a pump to wake me up. I'm down for that, Jennifer.
5 sats in your stack and get it on. Had the people on my back to get a song.
Let's go, Lock Sky. Welcome, family. And am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Lock Sky or like Loosh Sky? Let me know. I'm interested in alcohol. What does that say? Alcohol content of that kombucha. Let's see if it's the same as the other one. The other one was 0.05. This one is, I don't even see it listed. It doesn't mention it. Interesting. I don't know if this one doesn't have any. So it doesn't list it on the bottle that I can see, at least that's noticeable. So yeah, the other one said 0.05% alcohol. So you guys like JV getting lit on the streams. Kombucha, dog. Kombucha. Key Largo, Florida. Oh, Key Largo. Nice, 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 nice. You're pronouncing the name correctly. Lock Sky. Perfect. Florida Keys in the building. Bakerfield's in the chat. Do the OG pump it up? That's right. What does that say? The Endor one. We smoke a lot of bongs.
Oh yeah, we heard Kramer report that.
Thank you, Kramer.
He said, we bought more bags, till we got a sword back.
One proof. There you go, Nuck. Gonna be watching on my phone. Got to pick up my daughter. Completely understand. I got to pick up my daughter as soon as the stream is over. So welcome to the parent life. What up, JV? Nice and early today. That's right. Sailing will be streaming 11 a.m. Eastern pretty much all week. Kombucha, me dog. You got it. You got it, John. Send me your Bitcoin. I'll send you back nothing. At least you keep it 100, Eddie. Time Chain was the first blockchain before Bitcoin. Oh, Zug. Welcome back. Remember, I didn't get a chance to add the new moderators. Completely forgot. I'm going to plan on doing that today. We got 2 new mods. It's going to be Jennifer and K-Jam. My apologies for forgetting to add you guys. That stuff is nasty. Lucky you. You talking about the kombucha? Remembering camping Key West with the pop-up on the weekends. So much fun. Kombucha is at Costco and Amazon. Yeah, I got to check Amazon because the brand I would like, it's not there anymore. My kiddo is begging me to bring her Subway at school. Nice. Good excuse to visit your kiddo. What up from Saudi? JV listening in the car, stuck in mad traffic. Shout out to the Al Rizza. That's what's up. Shout out to the Saudi family. How's Bitcoin adoption in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia? I have 5,000. I want to put into Bitcoin. What's a good number to jump in? Man, there's no right or wrong number. It's whatever you're wanting to invest. I say treat Bitcoin as a savings. So if you currently have 5,000 sitting in a savings, like a yield account at the bank, it would make more sense to put it into Bitcoin because you're just going to lose purchasing power of the dollar sitting in the bank. Whereas with Bitcoin, you're going to increase your purchasing power. So just treat Bitcoin as a savings and start saving everything in Bitcoin and never save in US dollars. You know what I mean? 44, Julie, says Ed. Driving in Saudi is wild as what? You're so smart for not making a mod. All you would have been banned. Nuck. That's it. Nuck is becoming a mod so he can ban everybody. And even ban the moderator or the host. Why not? And then Nuck could run the show. How's it going, everyone? Live love from South Africa. Cheers, Zug Zug. Yeah, I mean, let's kick it off. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. Pump the likes to pump the stream. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to smash the subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day. Just like this, also important to smash the like. It helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. So please pump the like to help pump the stream. It's greatly appreciated. Today is pod episode number 1558. I'm your host JV and it's February 21st, 2024. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. Extreme volatility, a Bitcoin tapped 53 just yesterday, corrected back down in the 50s. We hit back to 52.5. And at the time of the live stream, we're currently at 51.2. We also have Ether, which tapped 3,000 for the first time in a couple of years as well. Currently sitting above 2,900. BNB is breaking out, up 5% on the day, while XRP, Solana, Cardano, all correcting and in the red. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the current crypto market cap did tap 2 trillion yesterday. Today we're at 1.95 trillion with 85 billion in volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is 51.7% with the Ether dominance back on the rise. It just hit 18% when tapping 3,000. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours. Sia Coin leading the pack, up 11.5%, followed by Fetch, BNB, Unised Leo, Monta Network, Render, and Sue. Now, which alts are you most bullish on for this bull run, fam? Let me know in the comments right down below. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective on the daily. You can see the majority of the alts bleeding and in the red with only a handful in the green. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index, we're back in extreme greed with a 78. We were 79 last week, which is the highest level we've seen this bad boy in a couple of years as well. Yesterday was a 72, last week a 74, and last month a 55 in greed. And checking out the Bitcoin halving countdown, 55 days, family, until the estimated 2024 Bitcoin halving date scheduled to take place April 17th. 2024. Just note this day could be give or plus a day or two because it's dependent upon the blocks. But right now it's estimated to take place April 17th. So where do you guys feel the Bitcoin price action is likely to be by the time of the halving? Holla at your boy. And welcome everyone just joining the stream. Good to see you guys. Edward Williams, welcome, welcome. Fred NYC, welcome family. And everyone just joining us, much love. Sailing with Twins, or it's now Sailing Fishing Twins. Welcome, welcome. Carrie Watts says ETH and Lido Dow, LDO. Thank you for sharing. Let me know, guys, which alts are you most bullish on?
Can't short your dork, we can't afford that.
Do you think profit taking from the video will come to Bitcoin after the release? I know everything AI related is booming right now. That's another booming industry. Will that flow into Bitcoin? There's just so much money that can potentially flow into Bitcoin. We're talking about tapping into a multiple $100 trillion total addressable market. Some say as high as 700, 800 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap is just at roughly 1 trillion. So you could only imagine all the money that's going to be entering Bitcoin. That is the most appreciating asset in human history, and it is the apex predator. BitMEX Gaming Coin says, Sailing Fishing Twins, thank you for sharing. The Palestinian, let's go. Send it, family. AI Tech Token says KJam. Thank you for sharing. Scan QR by the dip says smash the likes. Greatly appreciate that. NVIDIA profits come out today. Good to note, family. Who's the founder of that particular company? Let me know. The only alt I am bullish on is Bitcoin. Bitcoin.
Wait for the pump to come, we should have bought that. Yeah. Crypto to zero, they really thought that.
Wow, Lock Sky gifted another 5 memberships. He gifted 5 the other day, and a couple of days ago gifted 50. So greatly appreciate it, Lock. Congratulations from Eddie, WCBJJ, Rodolfo Perez, Tyler Campbell, and Izzy1. You've all been hooked up with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel. You can thank Lock Sky for the blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. Let's get the likes over 100, please, Jack Robinson. Greatly appreciate it. It's free to do and only takes a sec. You got that right. K-Jam says thank you. We appreciate your support, family. Let's go. A little Saylor wisdom for you guys.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
There is no second best. There you go.
I'm not saying I'm number one.
I'm sorry, I lied.
I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Tell them. Yeah, man. But anyways, let's dive into our Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out the charts where the price action is most likely to go next. Bitcoin price rallied to a new 2024 high at 53,000 February 20th yesterday before abruptly selling off to 50,000 on some of the exchanges. Traders are citing consistent spot Bitcoin ETF inflows and the upcoming supply halving event as major factors behind the price move. And at this time, we got Bitcoin just above 51,300. Here you're looking at the Bitcoin daily chart. Let's take a look at some of this key volatility of what's happening. Bitcoin futures open interest hits 26-month high. That's right. Bitcoin futures open interest hit a new yearly high, reaching levels last seen November of 2021. This indicates increased trading activity around Bitcoin. So crypto futures trading and information platform CoinGlass shows the total open interest for Bitcoin futures reaching $22.6 billion as of yesterday, February 20th. This is the highest level since November 11th, 2021. And we all know that was around the time we peaked at the all-time high, currently standing at $69,000. Bitcoin futures open interest increased by more than 30% last year, 2023, aligning with Bitcoin's 23% year-to-date rally to 53,000, reaching levels last seen December of 2021. And quoting this analyst Alejandro XBT, open interest reaching 22 billion. Do you remember what happened last time at these levels? Study April 12th, 2021 and November 8th, 2021. Yes, I do recall. Again, that's around the time we hit the 69,000 all-time high. So the open interest is a measure of the total value of all the outstanding or unsettled Bitcoin futures contracts across the exchanges, and an increasing value indicates increased market activity and trader sentiment around Bitcoin. Now let's discuss the spot Bitcoin ETF flows continuing to increase. The continued bullish sentiment from investors appears driven by increasing inflows into these ETFs, even as outflows from gold ETFs increase. Bitcoin has surpassed the 49,000 high reached after the January 10th approval of the spot Bitcoin ETFs by the US SEC. And data from Farside investors shows almost $5 billion have been poured into the Bitcoin ETFs within 6 weeks since trading began on January 11th. The total weekly inflows into the newly issued spot Bitcoin ETFs hit $2.5 billion last week, according to CoinShares, as you can see here, broken down with weekly flows into their investment products. Here's what the CoinShares analyst James Butterfield had to share. These inflows, coupled with recent positive price moves, have elevated the total assets under management to 67 billion, marking the highest level since December of 2021. And TED Talks Macro highlighted the steady increase in net inflow to spot Bitcoin ETFs at an average of 182 million per day. Quoting him here, post-halving, we only need 25 million of net inflows to spot ETFs per day to offset the miner production. And we all know with the Bitcoin halving coming up in roughly 55 days that the rewards given to miners are going to get sliced by 50%. It's also expected to play a significant part in fueling investors' interest into the King crypto. The halving event has historically preceded Bitcoin entering a parabolic uptrend in months after the event. That's right. History shows us the three previous halvings of 2012, 2016, and 2020 is the year preceding those halvings. We always reach the cycle peak as we did in 2013, 2017, and 2021. Now let's discuss the next leg up and focus for the traders. Data from Into the Block shows Bitcoin traders focus on the next leg of the current rally. The in out of the money around the price model shows a large number of Bitcoins were previously acquired at an average cost of 52,000. Some of these may be liquidated as the investors break even, suggesting stiff resistance around this area. Now, what is clear is that traders are determined to see the price hold above 52,000. And according to analyst Ali, the buyers are now bracing for a new battle to defend the support zone between 52 and 51.7. And a close above or below this area will determine the direction of Bitcoin's next move. Quoting him here. On Bitcoin's 10-minute chart, the TD sequential support trend line sits at 51.7, while the resistance trend line is 52.5. A sustained close outside of this zone will determine the direction of Bitcoin's next move. So there you have it. And quoting, actually, this was a recent interview on, is this Squawk Box, one of the mainstream on CNBC? Yeah, it is Squawk Box. Tom Lee predicts that we can surge as high as 150,000 per Bitcoin in the end of this year in 2024. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that bullish sentiment from Tom Lee. I think that would be pretty phenomenal. That'd be a pretty awesome target, especially considering it's the year of the halving. And if we did hit 150,000 this year, then in my humble opinion, we could hit multiple six figures peaking out in 2025. But let me know your thoughts, family, in the live chat. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. Shout out to Bill. What it do? Good morning. Good morning. Bitcoin to drop a little bit first, says Zug Zug. What target are you anticipating us dropping to? Let me know. From Bali in the building. It's been a minute since I've been to Bali. Beautiful country. I spent 30 days there. It was like a decade ago. Feels like a lifetime ago. Was it Ubud? It was a beautiful city. Very hippie friendly. And I just remember the massages out there were pretty phenomenal. Smashed it. Only 5. Don Drake. Yeah, all you need is 5 sats in your stack to get it on. That means Bitcoin's going long.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin.
Exactly, Larry Yo. And speaking of Saylor, we're going to be discussing that story next. Quoting him, there is no reason to sell the winner and buy the losers. Preach. Welcome, Sandman. Bring me a dream. I'm late to the church, but preach. It's all good, man. Church is in session. Preaching the holy gospel of Satoshi each and every day, 7 days. I'm sorry. I was going to say 8 days, but yeah, 7 days a week.
Again, you can call me 3AC because I'm blowing it up.
Blowing it up. You already know. Welcome, Vasant. I appreciate you tuning in as well. Let's get it. Everyone just joining the stream. Pump the likes, pump the stream. We greatly appreciate your family. I'll cheers with some kombucha.
Short squeeze, more please. Yeah, it's going to pump. They drop bud, but it's still not slowing it up.
That's right. We won't stop till the Fed starts showing us love.
I can't wait till the Fed starts showing us love.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bitcoin 100,000 in 2025, or is it too much? It's very doable. Rich Dad is calling for 100,000 by June of 2024. And I just shared a Tom Lee prediction of him calling for 150,000 in 2024. So absolutely, 100,000 by 2025 is not too much. Luda Corleone. Just got off a 60-minute Bitcoin call with my 91-year-old granddad. Before I can tell him there is no second best, he said it to me. Wow, that's pretty lit, Bitcoin Boet. Music to my ears, fam. How high will Bitcoin rise to actually? It's going up forever, Laura, according to Saylor.
Wall Street is fraud, America is fraud, the world is fraud, banks are fraud, central banks are fraud. We live in an era of fraud.
Tell him, Max, we do live in an era of fraud, right on the money.
Right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
There you have it from the Giga Chat himself. 100,000 before the halving. Sit back on your couch and watch. That's right. Luda Corleone says, let's hope. I have faith, family. Peace, love, and Bitcoin to all. Cheers, John Floyd. Appreciate ya. Nathan Cummings. Biden is going to beat Trump like a drum again. Anthony Scaramucci. Yeah, the mooch does not like Trump. Remember, the mooch was fired by Trump after a week and is working for him as like press secretary or whatever his position was. So he's very against Trump, clearly. And he has been making a lot of tweets calling Trump like a Russian orange man. Is it true Coinbase won't accept Bitcoin from self-custody wallets? Why wouldn't they? I haven't heard that one, Tom. If anyone else has, do let us know. What I'm going to do is dive into our next story because I still got a lot to cover. Here's the latest from the Giga Chad. The headline reads, Michael Saylor to forever buy Bitcoin. No reason to sell the winner. That's right. Saylor has no plans on selling biddies, even as his holdings of his company MicroStrategy have swelled to reach an unrealized profit just shy of $4 billion. I am going to buy the top forever. Bitcoin is the exit strategy, Saylor said. That's great. So if someone asks you what your exit strategy is, I'm going to buy the top forever. Bitcoin is the exit strategy. I love that. So yeah, he was just interviewed by Bloomberg yesterday, the 20th, and asked if his firm would sell its 190,000 Bitcoin stash, which took them roughly 4 years to accumulate, worth roughly 10 billion at the current price action, and outlining his bullish case for the King Crypto. Saylor claimed that the cryptocurrency is technically superior to gold, the S&P 500 in real estate, despite each asset having a far greater market cap than Bitcoin's 1 trillion. Quoting him again, we believe capital is going to keep flowing from those asset classes into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is technically superior to those asset classes. And that being the case, there's just no reason to sell the winner to buy the losers. Let me know if you agree with that sentiment. I agree 1,000%. MicroStrategy, the business intelligence firm, which was the first publicly traded company to put Bitcoin on its balance sheet back in 2020. They now have 190,000 Bitcoin. They have been holding, as they announced after their fourth quarter report went live, with an average cost of $31,000 each, bringing MicroStrategy's total investment cost to $5.93 billion, putting them roughly $4 billion in unrealized profits. The US-based spot ETFs, excluding GBTC, hold an estimated 270,000 Bitcoin as of Friday, February 16th, according to HODL 15 Capital Data. That's kind of scary at what rate they're accumulating Bitcoin. I can only imagine in a few years from now how many millions of Bitcoin these ETFs will hold in Coinbase custody, as they are the main custodian for many of them, including BlackRock and GBTC. Saylor said the demand for Bitcoin generated by a growing appetite for ETF products has been far in excess of the supply from the miners, which is fact. Sometimes up 10 times as much. Pompliano shared on the news the other day, it was 14 or roughly 12.5 to 14x. So you already know. And what's going to happen when the halvening occurs in 54-ish days, well, that demand is going to be double up because there's going to be half the amount of supply being issued daily. However, he brushed off concerns that the ETFs would make it harder for MicroStrategy to buy Bitcoin, saying it employs a levered operating strategy for investment into the digital asset. The spot ETFs have opened up a gateway for institutional capital to flow into the Bitcoin ecosystem. They are facilitating the digital transformation of capital, and every day, hundreds of millions of dollars of capital is flowing from the traditional analog ecosystem into the digital economy. This is a rising tide, is going to lift all boats. So there you have it, my crypto fam. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the sentiment from the Giga Chad, Michael Saylor. Welcome everyone just joining us. What it do? Yo, happy hump day, everybody. That's right, it is hump day. Cheers, Johnny Thompson. Tom, I think Coinbase stopped accepting self-custody deposits in the UK. It wasn't everywhere. It was one country. I think it was the UK. Thank you for that, Nuck, for sharing those insights. Larry Pedro from Dothan, Alabama, in the building on the road. Welcome, Larry. 60 days, baby. Yeah, like 54. Less than 2 months out. Just got back from Puerto Rico. I can see why you live there. Nice, Jason. What brought you to Puerto Rico, and curious what city you checked out? Good morning, JV. Michael Saylor is the bull, the whale, and the man. Cheers to that, Juan Romero. You can say that again. Shout out K-Jam. We got to show Little Bubble some love for the track I keep sampling.
Full flag on the chart got me blowing a nut.
Full flag on the chart got me blowing a nut. Time to jump my treasure. It may be that time, Nuck. It may be. I am still calling 64,000 by the end of March, says Squirrel Bait. Send it. Let's go. I love it. Top of the morning, folks. Welcome, happy hodler. That's right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to some of you just tuning into today's live. Shakan Not Stirred Crypto merch. Good to see you, family. We're heading up. I like the charts. Bring it. Let's get it. You already know, fam.
It's all based on fraud, and they get a percentage of the fraud. That's the business model. To suggest that there is any
Max is on fire.
moral or ethical aspect to anything that's going on now is to be completely naive about the fact that we live in an era dominated by financial terrorists.
Terrorists, financial jihadis.
Terrorists, jihadis of banking.
Facts. What is your personal prediction of the Bitcoin price high point in 2024? It's a good question. I'm confident we hit price discovery this year, which would mean 69,000 above and beyond, a new all-time high. Also leaning towards six figures this year in 2024. How high? I honestly don't know. However, my prediction for 2025 is our cycle peak is somewhere between 222,000 and 500,000. So I'm extremely bullish. But for this year, I don't think we're going to hit the cycle peak because history shows us it's always the year after the halving. So unless things change, which some analysts are anticipating, but until then, honestly, I don't know. What do you guys think as far as a high for 2024? So just to keep it simple, 100,000. If we got 100,000 in 2024, I'd say we're right on track for my $222,000 to $500,000 target for 2025. What are your thoughts, family? Let me know. 220,000 in play for this year. Now we're talking. How high is the sky? Precisely my point. There's no limit to the sky, so therefore, there's no limits. It's going up forever, Laura. What's the second best? You got that right. He looks Blaze for sure. I wish I was Blaze, but I don't partake typically until late night. Like, you know what I mean? So, no, I'm not. Maybe I'm naturally blazed. This cycle is different because of the ETF vacuum cleaners. Right on. Hope you are wrong, and I hope 500,000 prediction in 2025 would be considered relatively bearish. I hope you're right, Choi J. I hope you're right. Just blaze. Way of the Jedi. It is up. Yeah, if JV, my eyes would be like, hey guys. How high? So high that you can kiss the sky. How sick? So sick that you can look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane. Recognize Johnny Blaze, ain't a damn thing changed. Shout out Red and Meth. That's a classic. How high? Yeah, man. THC keeps it 100. How many Bitcoin do you own? Not enough. How many Bitcoin do you own? Let us know. I would honestly say it's in your best interest to never publicly reveal if you even own any Bitcoin. In fact, I would, speaking on behalf of the audience here, I'd say the majority of you, if you ever had any Bitcoin, you lost it all in a boating accident or due to climate change or even the Ukraine-Russia war. Shit happens. I mean, so the steel masterpiece flow, we no limit hodlers. Oh, I like that. Instead of soldiers, holders. We no limit holders. Shout out Percy Miller. One of the best to ever do it as far as making money in the rap game. I own 0.21 mil. There you go. Exactly. 200,000 would be only second best. Jackie Tucker, at what price do you think the anti-Bitcoin crowd will finally admit they are wrong? Oh, ego is too strong. They'll never. It's the same as the pro-jab crowd. They'll never admit they're wrong, just like anti-Bitcoin folks will never admit they're wrong. But you never know. Maybe Peter Schiff capitulates at $1 million per coin. What do you guys think? My dog ate my Bitcoin. Oh, snap, Barack. Welcome to the club. I wish I sent it to Michael. Oh, no. Yeah, there you go. If you once had Bitcoin, you sent it to the AI deepfake Michael Saylor, and you're still waiting for him to double your stack that you sent him. You sent him 10 Bitcoin. You're waiting your 20. How much longer do you have to wait for? Sell everything and buy MicroStrategy, as says Pandol, Momo. Dog ate my paper wallet. I lost my Bitcoin at Bohemian Grove. I left it on Gilligan's Island. Oops, my bad. Tax that. I lost my Bitcoin at Charlie Munger's funeral. That's a good one. The only journalist I trust is Tucker. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty lit jam by High Res. Salona, says Jacob. I stole Gary's Bitcoin. Nice, Tyler. What you know about Hodl Slim? Is that another MC family? I haven't heard of him. I don't know Hodler Slim. Is he related to the Slim Shady? Slim... Let me know. But anyways, fam, pump the likes and pump the stream. I greatly appreciate it. But let's move on to our next story of the day and discuss Ethereum tapping a new high we haven't seen in roughly 2 years. And let's do a little Ethereum technical analysis. Ether's price topped 3,000 February 20th for the first time since April of 2022, climbing from a price of 2,800 on February 19th, surging more than 4% and 74% in the past 12 months to hit a year-to-date high of just above 3,000 on Binance, according to Coin Market Cap. Here you're looking at the Ether daily chart, looking pretty bullish. Also, the market cap of ETH hit 18% earlier today. Ether's price performance comes as the market awaits the possible approval of the spot the Ether ETF here by the US SEC and the implementation of the Ethereum Improvement Proposal 4844 through the Dencun upgrade. Current odds of the poly market indicate a 45% chance or likelihood of a spot Ether ETF approval by May 31st. So I want to ask you guys, do you realistically see an Ethereum ETF being approved mid-time this year around May? Let me know. Now, Gary Gensler still provided no clarity whenever he is asked about Ethereum, and he was even very reluctant to approve the Bitcoin ETF, but Grayscale forced his hand from his own words. He said he had no desire of approving it, but they were forced to. So do you think they will be in a position to be forced to approve an Ethereum ETF? Maybe Larry Fink from BlackRock nudges them and puts the pressure on. What are your thoughts, family? Now, wealth management firm Bernstein recently suggested ETH may be the only other crypto to secure an ETF spot in the United States, quoting them here. Ethereum, with its staking yield dynamics, environmentally friendly design, and institutional utility to build new financial markets, is well positioned for mainstream institutional adoption, he wrote. Meanwhile, Bloomberg's Eric Balchunas forecasts a 70% chance of approval, which means he's pretty optimistic. And quoting Wu Blockchain, Bloomberg ETF analyst Balchunas said he expects a 70% chance of an Ethereum spot ETF being approved in May. The SEC needs to make approval decisions on multiple Ethereum spot ETF apps by the end of May, including VanEck, ARC21 shares, Hashdex, and the list goes on. Now, the last time Ether traded above 3,000 was 22 months ago, May 4th, 2022, when it reached 29.66 before sinking to an extended bear market that took its price to $883 in June of 2022. Now, ETH's recent performance may also be connected to the network's much anticipated Dencun upgrade. Ethereum's Dencun upgrade, which is targeted for March 13th, so what is that, another 3 weeks out, family, is expected to implement several EIPs, including EIP 4844, which introduces proto-dank sharding, whatever that means. The upgrade simplifies the transaction process by storing some data off the blockchain, speeding up transactions and cutting costs. Well, that's long overdue. They've been talking about reducing the gas fees in Ethereum for years, and we're still waiting. The gas fees are still pretty outrageous, so hopefully this solves the problem. Now, data from CoinGlass shows increasing open interest in Ether future markets, racing a record of 10 billion, which validates the current volatility of the Ethereum price. Now, many market participants expect a fresh round of bullish price action to continue amid any news surrounding a spot Ethereum ETF approval and the possible move into the wider crypto market. So that's the million-dollar question right now. Do you think the Ethereum ETF will be approved this year, family? Or do you think Gary will not allow it over at the SEC? Let me know your thoughts. Is anyone suing the SEC for the Ethereum ETF? If not approved. Good point, because that's precisely the only reason, again, that the Bitcoin ETF got the approval for the spot. They were gung-ho for the past few years approving any futures ETFs, but when it came to spot, Gary's like, oh, we're not accept. No. But yeah, again, so maybe there will be a lawsuit. We'll see. Where's the real Gary Gensler? Please stand up. Please stand up. Shout out Gary Gensler. If you're here, say hello, man. We love to hear from you.
Well, do your thing, let me do my thing. No, we bout as long as a piece of string.
There's no second best, but if there was, it would probably be Ethereum. Let's go Cancun. Is it like Cancun, but Cancun? And why do their upgrades always have the weirdest names? Is it because Vitalik's a weirdo? Or are they just trying to figure that one out? And they always rhyme. Every upgrade. Hey, JV and Nip, listened to all the streams yesterday. Couldn't comment. Dang. What's going on, YouTube? So was it YouTube not allowing you to? Would you comment and it disappear? I'm just curious what was happening. Let me know, Frank the Tank. DGen, appreciate it. Lars Mapstead for Libertarian President to abolish the SEC and the Federal Reserve and the IRS. Whoa, let's go. SEC can be sued in the Supreme Court. Even Janet is yelling. There you go, KJam. Yeah, we're going to need the Supreme Court. It looks like Trump needs to appeal his BS court decision to the Supreme Court as well to get any form of judicial justice, if you know what I mean. Buy some ADA, bro. Just bought some, says Sandman. Someone is bullish on Solana. No need to spam the chat, though, family. That's going to lead to getting banned from the channel for spamming. So no need to ever copy paste the same thing a dozen times. Not cool, not cool, not cool. ADA is my biggest alt. Good to note, ways of the Jedi 808s. 2 for 1, what it do, what it do. Opinion on Jasmy, the Japanese Bitcoin. I'm sus on anything calling itself another Bitcoin. So it could be the Chinese Bitcoin, the Japanese Bitcoin, the Russian Bitcoin. I'm still going to be sus because there's only one Bitcoin. And I'm sus when it comes to Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, all the knockoffs. Now, I was just tied up listening, doing some things around the house. Right on, Frank the Tank. I appreciate your support, brother. Sip of spamming the chat. Stop spamming. Yeah, man. No need to spam. Not cool, not cool, not cool. Yeah. I'm late. Welcome, Brandon. What it do? Welcome, Bam. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I'm going to make some new moderators. I forgot. I wanted to activate Jennifer and KJam, and they sent me their info, and I forgot. So hopefully I'll have that set up today. We'll have more mods. So sometimes our mods, due to the time differences, aren't always on. What is the second best? There is no second best. But anyways, fam, our next story of the day. Let's discuss these inflows from the Bitcoin ETFs, which are killing it. VanEck Bitcoin ETF notches 1,400% daily trading volume increase, which is, I guess, virtually 14x. Let's go. The VanEck Spot Bitcoin ETF has experienced a sudden drastic trading volume uptick, leaving market commentators looking for a reason why. The VanEck fund, which sports the ticker HODL, saw 258 million in trading volume yesterday, February 20th, a nearly 15 times increase in volume from the previous day. Wow. So when the block rewards get cut in half, that's going to be 30 times. Bring it. Yeah. So quoting Eric Balchunas, HODL is going wild today with 258 million in volume already, a 14x jump over its daily average. And it's not one big investor, but rather 32,000 individual trades, which is 60x its average. Not sure how to explain it. Maybe it was added to a platform over the weekend. I mean, look at the chart. Parabolic. That's like Michael Jordan jumping in his prime. Let's go. VanEck sudden volume spikes from an influx of around 32,000 individual trades, which he noted was 60 times its average, and not from a single large investor, which he said would make sense. Still haven't figured out what happened, but he wrote in a follow-up post a few hours later, no one knows. Given how sudden and explosive the increase in number of trades was, 500 trades on Friday, 50,000 trades today, I'm wondering if some Reddit or TikTok influencer type recommended them to their followers. Feels retail army-ish. Now, also shared, what the frick? ETF Unsolved Mysteries will continue after a word from our sponsors. And on February 15th, VanEck filed a notice with the US SEC outlining it would drop fees from its ETF from 0.25% to 0.2%, beginning February 21st, 5 basis points below that of the fees charged by the market leaders, BlackRock and Fidelity. This is game theory. Competition driving the fees down, which is a beautiful thing. The largest fund issuer, BlackRock, pledged to waive fees on its iShares fund until it reached $5 billion in assets under management. And since hitting that milestone on February 15th, BlackRock will charge 0.25% fees on all new investments into the fund. That's right. It only took them a month to have over $1 billion in assets under management. And trading volume on Wisdom Tree's Bitcoin fund were also popping off. Let's go. Witnessing a roughly 1,200% jump from its average to 154 million in total daily volume yesterday, February 20th, as per Bloomberg data from Balchunas, quoting him here. More interestingness, BTCW also popping off 154 million in trades as 12x its average, 25x its assets via 23,000 individual trades. For context, it saw a mere 221 trades at Friday. At the same time, IBIT volume is elevated, but not crazy like this. What the frick? ETF unsolved mysteries will continue. Let's go. Now, WBTC saw 23,000 individual trades February 20th, a significant increase, clearly. The trading volume increase across HODL and WBTC funds came around the time of elevated but not crazy volume on the market-leading funds, including BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin ETF. VanEck Bitcoin Trust currently stands at the 7th largest spot ETF, commanding 192 million in assets under management, while Wisdom Tree's fund is the smallest with roughly 29.4 million in assets under management as per Dune Analytics. So there you have it, my crypto fam. These ETF are not playing games. These asset managers are looking to accumulate big time, hence why they have already collectively achieved in 1 month what took MicroStrategy, the first publicly traded company to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet, 4 years. They just achieved in 1 month. Let that sink in, and we have a halving around the corner. Also, as I reported yesterday, Coinbase, the largest exchange in the United States, currently has the least amount of Bitcoin reserves since the past 9 years. So even though as a custodian, they now have over 1 million Bitcoin, the available Bitcoin supply is shrinking. Can you say incoming Bitcoin and supply shock? Send it and let's get it, as well as a demand shock. Come on, man. Only 326 watching. Let's hit that like for JV. Cheers, Jack Robinson. I appreciate it. Every like counts. It helps out with the algorithm here. Market manipulation, says Ascend. Yeah, man. Is Zilliqa going to run? That's a good question. Anyone bullish on Zilliqa? Let me know. Let me know. Let me check some of the comments I missed as I was reading. NVIDIA watch, Bitcoin is watch, shows direct correlation between traditional market and the crypto market. I'm not sure if it's a good sign. Invisible Man, welcome 99KG. What it do, what it do. What's going on, Bitcoin Trini? Always a pleasure, family. Tyler Campbell, welcome. The Saudis have entered the trades. Let's go. That's right, man. Welcome, Sam. Welcome, Bam. Welcome, O Hardy. Super Bad might be that movie. Yes, that's the one. With the kids, the fake ID, the ID that says McLovin. That has the kid is, yes, hilarious film. If you ever sell your biddies, there may not be enough to buy back after the all-time high. Precisely, you'll be able to buy a smaller stack ultimately. So for example, right now, one Bitcoin is 51,400. Well, maybe after the halving, one Bitcoin will be $100,000. And now you can get half the amount you could have afforded before. So you got to look at it right now as a 2-for-1 sale, right? Meaning, do you rather pay double the price in a few months for the same one Bitcoin, or do you rather get it at a discount? And regardless how much Bitcoin you buy, the math works the same in the sense that 50% off from the $100,000 future price discovery mode, which will be incoming. Mark my words. The exact date, I don't know, but it will come after the halving sometime. So let's get it. Yes, what is that? Satsaka? Is that like a sake? Cheers to Sasaka. Sounds like a cool name. My fam is from Ponce. Nice. What area are you? I'm not far from the San Juan area, but I'm not in the city. I'm in the outskirts in the suburbs, but not too far from San Juan. Y'all think it'll double after the halving? That's a good question. Cheers, Cosmic Force, Crypto Gold Rush, Waven Studios. Appreciate the sub. 60-70. Well, again, I'm going to reiterate my prediction, Frankie boy. I believe in 2024 we hit price discovery, and I think there's a strong possibility we hit 100,000. I'm not overly optimistic where I think we're going to hit 500,000 in 2024. However, I think 2025, we have the potential to go anywhere from 222,000 to 500,000 per coin. This year, I'm conservative. Conservative still at 100,000 though, just FYI. I know we all define conservative differently. What's going on, JV? Welcome, Trini. Good to see you, family. Food in NYC jumped up 30% overnight because of the trucker boycott. Good Lord. 30%. Oh, man. I don't know how people survive in New York anymore, Jennifer. It's crazy. Bro, please give us some wisdom. What kind of wisdom are you seeking? About VeChain? Here's what I know about VeChain. They're an official sponsor of the UFC. My friends are dumping gold for Bitcoin. Good. You have smart friends. I like it. Leroy says, agreed. Nice. Check this video in 5 years from now when we'll slap yourself for not have bought more Bitcoin when the price was 1,000 or 1,000,000, or when the price is 1,000,000 precisely. Think about it this way. From 50 G's, which we're already above, 20x, 1 million. Yeah, let that sink in. 20x from here, 1 million per coin. How many times has Bitcoin 20x over the course of time? Many times, right? Bitcoin's up millions of percentages. Crazy. So yeah, what's another 20x from here? Which is ultimately 10x times 2. 10x takes us to 500,000, then times 2, 1 million. So 10x times 2 or 20x will both take us to where we know we're destined to go, right? The glory, the Bitcoin citadel, 1 million. Where's the real Gary Gensler? I don't know. He's missing in action today, family. This is so unlike him. Pump coming after the halving, sell the rumor, buy the news for the next year and a half. Preach. But anyways, family, pump the likes to pump the stream. Greatly appreciate it. But let's dive into our next story of the day. We're going to be discussing this $180,000 target from Dave the Wave, an analyst I follow and cover here on the show. And then we'll be discussing the latest from Arthur Hayes and his 1 million Bitcoin price prediction. So here we go. The headline here reads, here is a rational Bitcoin price prediction for this cycle, according to a trader who called the May 2021 collapse. So yeah, we're talking about Dave the Wave. He shared on X regarding the logarithmic growth curve model. The LGC is an investing model that aims to forecast the Bitcoin market cycle highs and lows while filtering out short-term volatility. According to Dave the Wave, it makes much more sense for Bitcoin to continue trading within the LGC in the long term as opposed to invalidating the model that has stood the test of time thus far. Quoting the analyst here, the speculators in this space can roughly be divided into those that believe in diminishing returns and those that don't. Adherents to the diminishing margins return principle would roughly agree that price will track the channel as sketched in the first chart. Those rejecting the principle see price transgressing at it is something like the second chart and possibly breaking to both sides. The first seems a lot more rational to me, for at least it has something empirical and historical to go on. The analyst first shares a chart suggesting the Bitcoin will print higher highs and higher lows over the years while trading inside the LGC as outlined right here in this chart. Now, Dave the Wave's second chart shows Bitcoin breaking above the upper bound of the LGC before witnessing a steep corrective move that sends Bitcoin below the lower bound of the model as outlined right here. The trader also uses the Fibonacci extensions to predict a 180,000 price target for Bitcoin in 2025. Send it. Fibonacci extensions are used in TA to estimate profit targets and price pullbacks. They are based on Fibonacci ratios, as he shares here alongside this chart. Bitcoin Fibonacci extension gives a Bitcoin target of $180,000 per coin. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the crypto analyst. Now, I'd say 180,000 is still conservative for my target, but nonetheless, it's still, what is that from here? That's more than 3x from the current price action. Let me know your thoughts. I still also believe anything is possible. Bitcoin can potentially add a big fat zero to the end of the price action we see today on the screen, which would take us north of $500,000 per coin. What are your thoughts? Holds out my hand. Take it, Jennifer. Let's tango. Let's go. Chairman Gensler told me Ethereum can be a security depending upon how you look at it. Well, what else do we expect from No Claire Gare? Just remember, financial analysis was created to make astrology look professional. That's right, XX. They are both Trezor. Safe 3 is new. Good to know, Misha. Welcome, welcome. Gary isn't human. Bitcoin is going up. That's right, man. We pump every time JV goes live. Love the Model T, referring to the Trezor Model T Bitcoin Trini. Respect JV, never taken a payment to shield leverage trading or rug coins. Thank you, family. I probably have 10,000 offers in my inbox. But yeah, I don't accept those. Gary, how many skin suits do you have? I got your back, Jennifer. There's Gary. There he is. So tell us, Mr. Gensler, are we going to have this Ethereum ETF approved this year? They're talking about May being the deadline. Any insights, Gary? Let me know. Bitcoin on the upwards trajectory, always.
Fast for you do your ass. Come on, lose your cash because it's moving fast.
Don't invest in assets if you don't believe in it. True. Sage advice, Sandman.
Let me do my thing. Pump it up.
We gotta pump it up, man.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up, you've got to pump it up.
Hey fam, shout out Bitcoin Cowboy. But yeah, Gensler, if you have any insights, please do let me know. I'd love to read it. JV, just do Gary's voice. I'm giving him a chance. It's like, if not, I may have to do his voice. I mean, we don't have any other option at that point. So, Gary, I'm going to give you one more shot. Gary in the house.
No, sir, JV.
Damn it, Gary. So all this hype for nothing. So we're not getting the Ethereum ETF. So one more question for you, Gary. Will Ethereum be deemed a unregistered security or commodity? Let me know. Commodity or unregistered security, Gary? Can you give us any insights? Please let me know. The final box token is a cap of 1 million, a bunch of funds inside at the bottom of the long-term accumulation. It says Stanislav. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, K-Jam. 50,000 Bitcoin. There is no 50,000 Bitcoin. Gary says no. I know. Jennifer. That's fine, but you cloned my voice well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, okay, I'll answer on your behalf then, brother. So yeah, Gary, we're going to get the Ethereum ETF this year.
JV, we're not getting nothing. You should be grateful and count your blessings that I approved the Bitcoin ETF. Because if it wasn't for Grayscale, we wouldn't have allowed it. So count your winnings.
Well, of course, I'm very grateful for the Bitcoin ETF, but you know, Ethereum ETF, BlackRock is looking forward to it. I've heard an interview with Larry Fink, their CEO, who seems to be more powerful than the SEC, BlackRock in of itself, worth 10 trillion. You know what I mean? So just kind of curious, will we get the approval? Can you keep it 100? Because I know you like to do very sneaky things.
Man, everything in my opinion is an unregistered security at this point, including you, JV. Telling you firsthand, we deem everything against the law and unlawful, and we're coming after everybody. We went after Kraken, we got 30 million, and guess what? Round 2, we're gonna get another 30 million. We launched an unlawful lawsuit against Ripple Labs, and we're gonna get 500 million. We just got the Department of Justice and the SEC 4.3 billion from Binance. We're going to continue to shake down the crypto industry because you're all fraudsters and hucksters, and it is what it is. No one can save you at this point.
Wow, so he was pretty blunt. What can I say? That's Gary for you. Gary trolling Bitcoin, man. It's too volatile. Anyways, family, pump the likes to pump the stream, especially if you enjoy those impersonations. There's more where that came from. But anyways, family, now for our featured story of the day. Let's discuss the latest from the former BitMEX co-founder and CEO, Arthur Hayes. He says, Supercycle of technology and money printing can create the biggest crypto bull market in history, which can send Bitcoin north of $1 million per coin. Here's the latest, family. Pump the likes to pump the stream. I appreciate it. Arthur Hayes believes 2 main factors could ignite an unprecedented crypto bull market this cycle. In a new interview with Coin Bureau host Jessica Walker, Hayes says that AI, innovation, and a looser Federal Reserve monetary policy can cause the total crypto market cap to grow by trillions of dollars within years. Quoting him here, does crypto fit in with AI? I have been there pushing that sort of narrative. AI needs to use decentralized money and decentralized compute power. Decentralized storage solutions, if they are really to be a pure economic actor that sits outside of how we humans do things. So that's a potential vector as well. And then yes, I think we are going to print the most amount of money ever in human history in the next 2 to 4 years, because we have a lot of elections coming up. And how do you get reelected? You give people free-ish, and they don't pay for it in obvious fashion. They always pay for it via inflation or taxes. Choose one. And then we have lots of wars. Wars are very inflationary. Everybody around the world is increasing their defense budget to throw bombs at each other. And then we have the money printing to pay for the war. So it's all building itself into a super cycle of technology and money printing. And I think it is going to make this particular crypto bull market the biggest one that we have seen in terms of gains of trillions of market cap that is all of a sudden going to be present in our little ecosystem. So let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment. And this headline reads, BitMEX co-founder Bitcoin forecasts Bitcoin to reach $1 million amid the banking turmoil. I don't want to read you what he has to share here. Hayes' perspective is shaped by the view that the conventional banking model is facing sustainability issues, which we all know. He argues that to address these challenges, the U.S. Fed could print more money, leading to a deeper financial crisis, which is precisely what they're planning to do. In such a scenario, Hayes believes Bitcoin is a viable alternative, offering a degree of insulation from traditional banking sector problems. This outlook is not new to Hayes, who has consistently advocated for Bitcoin as a hedge against the instability of traditional financial systems. Reading his tweet here, oh baby, from junk to bankrupt, that's the future. And then more money printer go, Bitcoin equals $1 million. So delving deeper into his prediction, Hayes envisions a scenario where Bitcoin can soar to $1 million per coin. This prediction is not unique to Hayes, as other prominent crypto figures, including Samson Mow, CEO of Jan3, share similar views, and I've shared his predictions numerous times here on the pod. Samson Mow believes we can soar to $1 million in a matter of days or weeks when Bitcoin really starts to pump. Mow has been recently expressing confidence that Bitcoin could rapidly ascend to $1 million per coin, as I mentioned, potentially within days or weeks. However, he acknowledges that the exact starting point for this surge is yet to be determined. Hayes' recent commentary aligns with his previous analysis in a Medium post. The BitMEX co-founder drew parallels between Bitcoin's performance during the March 2023 banking crisis and its potential future trajectory. Hayes' suggestion that similar to the 40% increase experienced during the previous banking crisis, remember roughly a year ago, we had the regional banking crisis, family. Talk about deja vu, round 2. Bitcoin can witness a significant rally following the current challenges. But let me know your thoughts, family. We all know there is a halvening around the corner. We all know that the purchasing power of the dollar is mathematically guaranteed to go down as they continue this money printing. And guess what? The silver lining, the purchasing power of your Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to continue to increase because it performs the opposite of the dollar. Bitcoin is up so much. We're at 51,400 right now. That's because the dollar continues to lose purchasing power. And that's why with one Bitcoin, eventually you'll be able to buy $1 million mansion. And with $1 million, you won't even be able to buy a shack because that's the way things are, right? Unfortunately, the poor get taxed through inflation. The same poor who beg the government, please give us a stimulus. We want that $1,200. Meanwhile, now you're screwed because your food is going to go up 20, 30% per year. Your housing is going to go up. Your gas is going to go up. All your living expenses are going to continue to go up. It's because the dollar is doomed and the death of the dollar incoming. Robert Kiyosaki, I shared it previous couple of days. He predicts Bitcoin can hit $100,000 per coin this year by June. So let me know your thoughts. Where do you feel we're likely to be? And can you see Bitcoin soaring to $1 million off the back of this crazy inflation, hyperinflation, leading to hyper Bitcoinization, taking us to $1 million per coin? Let me know your thoughts, family, in the live chat. Now, welcome everyone just joining us. Good to see the fam. What it do, what it do. That's going to conclude the content part of the show. Now I'm going to stick around, do some live Q&A, family, as we do each and every day. Bitcoin's pumping and back in the green. You know how we do around here. Let's get it. Every currency goes down. Facts. Big last, Biden doesn't even have energy to raise his pinky finger. Facts. Bitcoin is going up. Facts. Listen, JV, I'm going to need a little more than 1 million Bitcoin to reach my goals. I got you, Treasure Christie. I'm going to be meditating to Satoshi, and I'll keep you in our prayers. We're going to send Bitcoin to 10 million per coin. Saylor says it's going to 100 million per coin when asked about the path, right? Can you see $100 million per Bitcoin and the US dollar effectively losing 99.99% of all its value? Let me know. We would be at 60,000 if not for these settlement sales. Precisely, Robbie. June is just around the corner. It's freaking crazy. That's right. How many of you are attending the 100K Bitcoin Fiesta exclusive in Puerto Rico with JV? Let me know. Make sure you're in the Discord. Discord.cryptonewsalerts.net for more info. The Saudis are not bothering then? Who knows what they're doing behind the scenes, family? Kiyosaki said he only had 70 Bitcoin. Wow. I would wish he had thousands the way he is so vocal about it, but he is a big proponent in gold and silver for whatever reason, even though he is short-term bearish. He predicts gold bottoming out at $1,200 an ounce. So if he really believed that, you'd think he'd dump all of his gold into Bitcoin, which has more upside potential and is way superior by any measurement. I cannot join the party because of the family. Damn it. Not acceptable. You're going to have to leave your family for a night and come say hi to JV. JV blessing. You don't even know the date yet, family. It's yet to be decided upon. So we can choose a date where you're available. How about that? In 40 years, 10 million per coin. Bring it. FJB Trump Ramsawani 2024. Kiyosaki. The Saudis. June is just around the corner. Yes, yes, yes. K-Jam. Join. Just vote. We may have to stream it, but yet to be discovered. There you go. Copy Bitcoin exactly the same. Why not? Probably Kiyosaki did not want to answer the question. He says 70 just to have something to say. Yeah, I mean, the more Bitcoin you have, the less likely you are to ever reveal what you have. So, for what that's worth. I have a farm to mine. Right on, Jennifer. I'll be at the party. Nice, Paul. It's going to be lit. Big fiesta. 100K only occurs one time in our lives, family. So history in the making. Bitcoin 2x from here. Big fiesta. Puerto Rico. We're going to celebrate, and we'll finally get to meet face to face. You guys are like my extended family, and I've never met any of you. Minus maybe one of two of you who may have known me from decades ago, like Casey, who happened to be a busboy at my parents' diner. You know what I mean? Lifetime ago. Craziness. Small world. 53 or 48 first? 53, family. We tapped 53 yesterday. So I definitely lean that way, as then we're closer to 53 than 48. 48 is 3,300 away. 53 is 2,700 away. And again, we tapped 53 like yesterday. If you're live at the party, keep it 100 like your orange hat. You love that orange hat, huh, man? Jack Robinson, cheers, family. Well, K-Jam, if you come to the party, I'll bring the orange hat and I'll sign it for you. Give you a little incentive to come out here. U.S. domestic oil production can slow the petrodollar demises by selling oil in dollars only, like it used to before the Saudis reneged on their petrodollar deal. Good to note, XX. We need fresh bath water. Oh, no. It's not even dips anymore. Exactly. Like we bounce and we recover within 12 hours. It's crazy. JV Chris Records. Much respect. Cheers, cheers. And shout out to Chris. We may be able to get Chris for the fiesta. I'm friends with Chris. We've worked together in previous companies, including his own company. So, How are you going to give us details? Make sure you're in the Discord. We already have a dedicated channel in the Discord that says 100K Fiesta exclusive for that. We haven't announced dates or venues because it's yet to be determined. It depends when Bitcoin is getting closer to 100,000. But as we get closer and closer, we'll have more details for you guys and we'll have it all sorted out. And you guys can interact and give your feedback and such like that. Oh, for real? Chris has an invite? Yeah, I like Chris. I spoke at Chris's events, and yeah, I've known Chris for a long time. Chris is a good dude.
I see some shorters selling, see news reporters telling.
NVIDIA dumping right now might drag down many things. Now, NVDA, that's a AI tech company. What's the net worth? Probably one of these crazy billion-dollar AI companies I'm imagining in the stocks. I'm not a stock market guy, so that's why I asked, but I always see the NVDA. So I'm assuming. Let me know. It's just consolidation, says Timo, pretty much. You can't short, you dork. Exactly. It's one of my favorite lines in the track. I think I'm in the Discord. Cool. Sounds good. Nice, Freddie G. Cheers, fam. OG, pump it up.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
The whole system is waiting for its CBDC reset on the XRP. Everything else will have to wait until the law has done their thing. NVIDIA makes GPU graphics processor unit. Good to note. Okay. $2 trillion they sell processors. They have a $2 trillion market cap? Like, what the $2 trillion? Wow. That's nuts. And is that a startup? Bitcoin's 1 trillion, so that's like mind-boggling to me. Is that Pelosi's latest inside trade? Must be. Wow, I didn't know it was that big. I assume a few billion, maybe 100 billion, trillions. Wow, that's freaking nuts. Leads the stock market. Wow. It's the AI superstar for hardware, graphic cards, and tech for AI. Good Lord. Who's the people behind that? Is it like Bill Gates or something? Wow, they're worth more than Google. And I never even heard of them a few months ago, which is mind-boggling to me. Like, how is that possible? It shows you how much money there really is in these markets. It's funny, but with higher Bitcoin cloud computing, interesting. The market cap has increased by 220% in 1 year. Wow. High number chasers don't listen, blinded by the dollar. Wow. Huge, man. It's used to mine Bitcoin. Go figure. AI and Bitcoin, kind of like what Arthur Hayes was just preaching. If you're an AI, why would you mess with anything except Bitcoin? I bought them a few years ago when they were penny stocks. Wow, Jennifer, kudos to you. It's a fabulous GPU card maker. PC gamers have bought their products for over 25 years. Okay, so they have a big track record, I see, if they've been around for decades. I just never knew of them. Smash the like. Thank you, Rudy. Pelosi has her hand in, but you will have heard of NVIDIA on most laptops. Good to note. Is it a good time to buy now at 10,000 or ETH? Honestly, I think it's an excellent time to buy before halving. After the halving, I'll still say it's a good time to buy because I know where we're going. But before the halving, you're able to buy double the amount of ETH or Bitcoin for the same price you're going to end up paying after the halving. When I say after, months after. So I definitely think it's a good time. I am bullish on Bitcoin. I'm bullish on ETH. I do believe a rising tide rises all ships. So all the real tokens with utility are going to do phenomenal. So if Bitcoin wins, most of the market wins along with it. If you're betting against Bitcoin, but you're hoping your altcoin does well, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because if Bitcoin for some reason doesn't succeed and do what it's been doing for the past 15 years, your altcoin is destined to go to zero. Just saying. So be praying for Bitcoin to succeed. Everyone else will win along with it. That's just how it goes. Buying forever. There you go. I'm up like 800%. Wow. Congrats, Silas. That's what's up. ETH, enter and exit correctly. Hope all is well, JV. Will Smith, that like. Thank you, Dirty Bird. Money Maxwell, what it do? Who's the founder there? Jensen Hong. Okay. Sounds like obviously an Asian name. I don't know if that's from Korea, Japan, China, but good to note. Thank you. Real Razio, shout out JV. Smoking one for you right now. You already know. Greatly appreciate it, family. Respect. Plus Gaming is coming to college for full scholarship, just like Cornholio. Can't have any of them without Bitcoin the king. Exactly. If it stays in dollars, it'll be a loaf of bread in Zimbabwe. I see 100,000 before the halving. I hope you're right, Jennifer. I can see it. We'll see how it plays out. I hope you're right. Still shorting Bitcoin at 53. Yikes. You got balls. I'll give you that. Destined to go to zero like Terra Luna. It can never go to zero, or I'll buy it all. Precisely. Us Bitcoiners, us diehards would never allow it. Light them up and level up, level up. Let's go. China's economy is going through it right now. Yeah, China's economy is wild. You can't short, you dork. Bear's about to get wrecked in the next couple of hours. That's what's up. We'll be right back above 52, 53 before you know it. Like I said, these consolidation periods are shorter and shorter lived as we continue to gain momentum. Again, 54-ish days away from the halving. That's why you can't short, you dork. We can't afford that. Just put SL at the break even stop loss and you'll be fine, says Jenny. Yeah, man. Good earning this afternoon by NVDA will help Bitcoin price. And am I pronouncing that right when I say NVIDIA? So I just see the initials and I throw that, string it in there. I have no clue. 62,000 before the correction. Freedom, though. Bitcoin even works if it's $1. That's right. A lot. Probably won't ever go below 35. Yeah, 35. Oh, hell no. I doubt we ever see the 30,000 range again. I'm doubtful. NVIDIA is one of the Magnificent Seven. NVIDIA. Thank you. So I don't have to say NVIDIA. I just say NVIDIA. Scalp short because shorts are short. And swing lows because longs are long. And we'll see the bears win in the next 3 to 4 days. I don't know. No shorting here. You can't short, you dork. We can't afford that. NVIDIA. Thank you, 2 for 1. ICP does what no other does. Research it. I know a lot of you guys are very bullish on the insane clown posse. No, I think it's Internet Computing Protocol. But every time I see it, I still think insane clown posse because they were very popular when I was in middle school. Unfortunately, too popular because they're still in my mind. Bears or bulls, you decide. Dare to be bullish? Shorting, LOL, exactly. If the Fed ever lowers the rates, Bitcoin will go to the moon, says Money Maxwell, and the U.S. is paying too much interest on debt rates this high. The Fed is in a box. Bullish for Bitcoin. Cheers to that. 42,000 is possible, says I am your. Nathan, Biden is going to beat Trump like a drum again. Quoting Anthony Scaramucci, good Lord. Short scalps make me more Bitcoin. Rates will remain at 5.5%. I don't know. Bitcoin will react. E says the same. Anyone shorting Bitcoin without prior knowledge, getting wrecked. There you go. Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, NVIDIA, Tesla, and yeah, even Facebook, Meta. You saw Mark Zuckerberg at the UFC event on Saturday, looking busy, doing nothing with Volk. That was kind of funny. 2 p.m. interest rate report. Well, that's coming up here shortly, family. We'll see how the markets react. That's right. The Rumble link is right there in front of your face. Rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, family, especially if you want to be joining us at our 100K Fiesta. I'm shorting Bitcoin at 53,000. I open up a YOLO trade. Oh no. Once CBDC is launched, XRP will pump regardless of how Bitcoin goes. However, some countries might try to use Bitcoin as theirs. Interesting, Tony. Texas, Longhorn, preferably. Bull. Bitcoin, 100,000 before November. Send it. June, baby. I am voting for Satoshi early, often, and forever. Love it. SFP is all prior knowledge you need, says Ways of the Jedi. Shout out to all my Padawans and Jedis. Who would possibly be supporting Biden? Apparently Scaramucci. Man, I don't know a single soul who supports Biden. No one in my circle, or they wouldn't be in my circle. I'm gonna keep it 100. Nobody I know. Not a single human being I know is in support of Joe Biden. That's why my mind is how he became president. Well, we know they fixed the election, clearly how he became president, but just saying. Free Sam. Oh, you guys saw the Bankman-Fried jail photo released by Tiffany. I think he was in a Brooklyn cell with 5 homies. Some of those homies you can tell are pretty ripped, putting in their push-ups. Not Bankman-Fried. He looks all scrawny. I don't know if he's getting Adderall, getting his fix, but part of me feels bad for him. But then I got to remember he defrauded people out of $10 billion. So his sentencing trial is supposed to begin in March. Do you think he'll be pardoned by Brandon? Let me know. Free SPF. No, we need to free Julian Assange is who we need to free. Scaramucci is pro Joe. Yeah, Tiffany is legit. I guess she has her sources. He is protected by the homies. Yeah, it seems that way. Bitcoin renders politics and governments irrelevant. Cheers to that. Dark Army says Biden. SBF looking like he lost the poker game. FS Bankman-Fried. Sam's paying them with stolen crypto. No, he's slanging mackerel in the fish. The fish in the cell. Yeah, that's the new form of currency, mackerel. I reluctantly support Biden unless a good independent comes. There is not another option. Well, that's sad. We have no other options, so just vote for Joe. SPF tried to steal my bags, but I never sold. Good for you, E. SPF will free the whole jail. Free the mackerel from SBF. What if they did like Chapo? He dug his way out of prison. What if Bankman-Fried is digging his way out right now? Whoever is president, it won't change a thing. Give up the illusion. Hey, that's the realest ish I read all day. David number 23. Thank you, family. Thank you. SBF is going to hire all the bros to work at FTX 2.0. You're out, Caroline. These are my real homies. You gave me a good deal of mackerel. We had the trades on lock in our Brooklyn cell. Brooklyn, go biggie. I can see Bankman-Fried right now. Sam can do the manual labor. He needs to do some manual labor. Get some muscles on that body. All true Americans should support Trump, says David Rogers. RFK Jr., is he still in the race as independent? Jenny, haven't heard from him lately. I don't support Trump or Biden. I say Michael Saylor for president. Cheers to that, Money Maxwell. Cheers to that. But anyways, fam, what we're going to do, yeah, exactly. The problem with mackerel is no airdrops. You can't print it out of thin air. So it's actually like a realer form of currency than FTT. And yeah. Anyways, we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the show exclusively on Rumble. Head on over to Rumble right now. The Rumble link is in the description, or you can go directly to rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, or simply open the Rumble app and type in Crypto News Alerts. And let's get this mofo started uncensored exclusively on Rumble. I'll see you guys back on the tube tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. But head on over to Rumble. See you there. There we go.